Alright, so in this one, I want to go over how part 1 of this Legends Festival has been so far, since it is going to be wrapping up here quite shortly. I mean, right now it is, just the beginning of December, and it's going to wrap up about in a week, because we're going to get Broly Chile next week. We might get something else, whatever comes along with it. No new unit, maybe, but Broly Chile next week, and then that's about it. Then part 2 starts. We have Christmas celebration, New Year's, and all that. So part 1's basically done. By the way, why this team's on screen? This team is the easy win button. Apologize if there's background noise, by the way. This team is the easy win button. I'm going to do a video on this team tomorrow for the 1 PM video, but I just want to show you guys. Use this team. If you're wondering why God Goku's bench instead of like Murd Zamasu, instead of EX Tao, instead of this, I just value his bench more. If we look at what his Z ability is offering, it is max base health 22% and then critical for Tag God Ki, which it's going to apply to everyone because Super Vegito's leader slot. Super Vegito on top of God Goku, it's going to be double HP, and then you already have Purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, who, yes, probably got the biggest glow up since his release. You know, he fell off after like a year, and then he came back on this team. And yes, this team, again, you guys will see it tomorrow. This team fucks, it incinerates, it's broken, unfair, unbalanced, but it's PvP. If you want to win, like, run this team, alright? Just so you guys know, it's going to be a fun video because I'm going to win and fuck people up. So that's how that's going to work out. But to go over our main thing here, again, how Legends Festival has been treated us, overall, I would say it's been pretty good, right? You do have some negatives with Goku Vegeta, Sword Hope Trunks, boost units, yada 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 yada. Should it be a thing? And if you are wondering, by the way, their boost unit, it was taken out for like a day. It's back in now. Pretty sure they said it was a visual bug, so these units will continue to stay boosted for this season. They were boosted midway through last season and now this season, so they're going to be boosted until midway to next season, because it's 2 seasons. It's basically a month of the best units in the game being boosted. That's a negative, but the positive is 1800 Z power, rather 1800 triple Z power drops, higher sparking drop rate chances, 30%, and every new player that started playing this game right now, this is your peak banner to play this game, right? This banner lasts forever, by the way. It's lasting almost 2 months, obviously, until the new year and beyond. These banners are insane value. You look at, maybe Goku Vegeta doesn't look that crazy if you've been playing for a while, but you look at Sword Hope Trunks' and you see Evolution Blue, who is a top 5 individual unit, Future Gohan, who is #1 support in the game, LF Rose, who is very crucial, same thing with Full Power Frieza, to the meta of Nullifying Endurance with Sword Hope Trunks, with Future Gohan. You have a lot of stuff that gets you into the game, gets you ready to go. I've played someone with 20 GGs, 15 GGs, 10 GGs, 6 good parties, and they had a 14-star Sword Hope Trunks and a 3-star Evolution Blue Vegeta, and guess what? That match, if I didn't lose it, it went to timer counts, and well, some people will say that's a bad thing. It at least gives new players a start. There's never been a banner where new players are like, you know what, yes, this is where I can begin, and this is where I fuck. Since, I would say, 1st anniversary, maybe 2nd anniversary, you know, Vegito Blue did have his meta, but you did need Future around him. With Super Vegito's banner, you had Red Vegito right there, he was free to play. You had Super Vegito, and then you use, I don't know, Transforming Gogeta, or you use Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, which, yes, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks came before that anniversary, but Transforming Gogeta, I'm pretty sure probably returned on Super Vegito's actual double banners that he was on, right? So, since then, this is probably the best time for new players to start, which is an incentive for a lot of new players to actually play this game. On top of this here, the Legends Festival tickets on top of the actual banner itself, which is cracked beyond belief. You know, getting free tickets is very nice. These units aren't bad. Like, Yellow Broly is a very good bench. Angel Vegeta is still core on Saiyans, a main unit. Red Kefla, not terrible, just underrated, I would say, more than anything. Purple DKP, a little bit slow, but not bad. Purple Hit, just lacks teams. Rival Goku, pretty ass. Trunks and Mai, pretty underrated. And then Purple Vegito, pretty ass, but at least some units here are usable than the, you know, other units not featured on the actual image. are still good. And you're getting free tickets to summon on that. I believe it's, what, 300 tickets? So you had 30 multis. I, for one, at least when I was doing my ticket summons on that, because, you know, I'm just speeding through these, I would get, like, 2 Sparkings almost every multi. I don't know why. It's not, like, upped rates or anything. But, hey, I would take it. I'd be like, okay, that's great. Then you have the actual banner itself where you CC. You get, what, 3 Sparkings guaranteed per multi. Now, obviously, if you're going to summon on this banner, you're hoping for a Gogeta 4, you're hoping for Revival Gohan, maybe even LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku because it's Plat now, right? Crowd Emergency Monster, all these LFs, you know, both Android, sure. 3 Sparkings guaranteed per multi? That's not bad. You know, I even did some multis just to see how it'd go. I got a lot of stars, and it's going to give you the 600 Z power, obviously, because it's not like a new unit banner, right? It's only new unit banners that's getting the triple Z power. Even without that, 3 Sparkings, that's some good value. If you're a new player, and let's say you pull, I don't know, Sword Hope Trunks and Future Gohan, and then you want to try to go for, I mean, anybody, right? Because Leader Update does exist. You can go for Corrupted Merge Moss, you go Gogeta 4. Literally any LF right there. I mean, any unit, really, but any LF is what you prefer. You're not going to have any negative. Like, if, let's say I get Corrupted Merge Moss while I'm going for Revival Gohan. Okay, well, now I have Sword Hope Trunks, Future Gohan, and Corrupted Merge Moss all in about 15k CC, which, if you're a new player, that's nothing compared to the cap amount of CC you can get monthly, weekly, in total from, like, story and shit. You do have a lot of good options there. Then the plates, this is not for new players. Obviously, this is for every multi, or every 8,000 CC. I would say every multi, because you're not using CC anywhere else, unless you're, like, doing erasers and shit. But every 1,000 CC used between last year, November 1st, to this year, November 1st, you got a gold plate. Obviously, whales have more. I personally had like 838. I've used a lot on erasers. Literally, yesterday I used, what was it? I think it was 125 on like 300 erasers, as I wanted to get that 4Q plat done, right? You have a lot of value there. You have a lot of stuff you can get from those shops, and the value of it is just impeccable. Sucks, it's not for new players, obviously, but if they gave everything to new players, then new players would just emerge every day, and I doubt that's a thing that's meant to happen every single update, right? Then you could exchange with festival plates, the tickets that I mentioned with that really good banner, Legends Limited Z Power, only 100, it's not anything crazy. Card sleeves for the title screen units, which actually is pretty cool. Again, for more veteran players, you're going to exchange probably all these little intricacies that are more accessories than anything else, but obviously LFZ power is also nice for everybody, right? Then you have Hoi Poi, again, good for everybody. Getting a chance, given the chances are minute, to get LFZ power, getting CC, always a nice thing. Yes, the rates for LFZ power, you can get 100, 300, and, no, yeah, it's 100, 300, and 600, I believe. It's 0.001 for 600, 0.003 for 300, and I think 0.015 for 100 LFZ power. Now, it is possible. I've seen it. Seen a lot of places. So at least having that opportunity to is cool. Obviously, we've had it better where there were the steps of Hoi Poi where you could get, like, I think it was like step 2, you got 100. Step 6, you got 100 more. And then there'd be more opportunities to farm it. Then, on top of everything else, we have a lot here, right? Raid. There's a lot of shit that's happened in Legends, right? We have the raid. We have 5 raids. That's basically 5,000 CC. Now, the raid format is pretty ass. But again, if you're like a new player, then you're not really minding this. You're like, okay, I got my raids done for this one day. I don't really want to play anymore. Oh, it's dead anyways in 2 days. Okay, no real big issue to me, right? I don't really mind. For old players, you're like, ah, fuck this shit. Like, that sucks ass. But at least we are getting free 5,000 CC, basically 1,000 every week from the raid. You can't complain about free CC at this point, right? And Hoi Poi, which gives you the opportunity to get LFZ power. Apologize if, again, background noise, my heater just turned on, which I'm burning already, so I don't know why it did that, but you know, that's how it be. Thank you, Mr. Heater. I want to smack the shit out of it, but it's going to burn me, so I won't. Then again, these tickets, you get 300 free summon tickets. Nothing to complain about. Free fucking summons. How could you complain about that, right? Login bonus is whatever. The new Code Goku, he is pretty ass. You know, I thought he'd be more comparable to Kid Buu or Free-to-Play Rose. Obviously, both free-to-play units that have come out recently. But no, he's pretty ass. He's free, so that's cool. He is another buff for event exclusive tag, but He's not great. His Z ability more caters to the Fury free-to-play Broly and Coat Vegeta, because it's going to give that triple buff to event-exclusive movie units. Obviously, they're the only ones that exist. Pretty-ass unit, but okay. You can't expect every free-to-play unit to be that crazy. He's equal to how Coat Vegeta looked on release, which was ass. So, yeah. And his Z ability is a lot worse, because obviously Coat Vegeta has that HP Z ability, while this guy has, just normal shit, which should have had, like, Sun Family HP, but it is what it is, right? And then the first season of the Legends Festival Duel, probably only going to be 2 seasons, obviously, because it's going to be a Part 1, Part 2 celebration, ends on the 14th. Double the CC based on your ranking, exchange these medals from playing PvP, blah, 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 blah. Get erasers, get soul exchange, get energy, get skip tickets, get CC, get messages, get Z-Power, get all these things. Enough to be said that it's good enough to actually play the game, right? If you have new units, it's 10 times easier. Then, Super Vegito Zenkai. Obviously, this was a big thing that they announced. And, well, 1800 Z-Power for him on top of Zenkai is pretty nice. I don't think anyone can complain about that. I have seen in the days passing his Zenkai, people have started to value him more. Personally, me, again, this team I showed in the beginning of the video, there was a reason for that. He's on that team, right? LF Super Vegito is not FSK 2.0 on release. Rather, LF Super Vegito is probably one of the best LF Zenkais in the game. If I'm going to think about it logically, I would say Super Saiyan 3 Goku is better. I would say FSK is equal to him, and I would say Namek Goku is also equal to him. So he's in that department of like a top 3 best LF Zenkai in the game. I do think he's better than LF Piccolo. I think he's better than LF Zenkai Frieza, LF Goten, LF Beerus. My opinion from being he might be equal to Frieza has obviously changed to where he's equal to FSK and Namek Goku, just because that team I showed you guys, a Super Saiyan team, he has really good teams. Fusions is honestly a really good team right now. You have Gogeta 4, Majub, then you have Super Vegito, and then maybe if you want to mix Super Vegito on a different team, well, if you have him 14 stars, you're giving HP, and that's just so invaluable, because not a lot of units that are actually good in the game are giving you HP. Like, I'm using that God Goku bench. Am I ever going to use him in battle? No, he's not good in game, but he's good for bench. A unit that's good in game and a good bench is incredibly high value on top of how good he is alone. The Super Vegito is a very good unit, and this is a Zenkai people slept on that did not deserve it because people had way too high expectations, and in reality, he is exactly what we needed him to be. Then these missions, I mean, I don't even notice they exist if we... I'm not going to actually go to it. They just exist. Okay, you get erasers, hoi poi, a little bit of free stuff. Okay, that's nice. Just do missions. People are doing them around the world. We get free stuff, right? Adventures giving us more tickets. The Ultimate Equipment Collection for, obviously, the new plats for LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku. The new Majin Buu Saga plat. Both have come with this Legends Festival. Pretty nice, right? That Majin Buu Saga plat obviously amplifies, let's say, Super Vegito, Fat Buu, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, future Majin Buu Saga units, which is a pretty hype arc, so you do expect it to have a lot of stuff, you know, like an LF Buuhan to Buu Tanks, or an LF Goku Vegeta, right? Because obviously they do that against Kid Buu, they do that against Buu Tanks, like, there's a lot of opportunities to get a lot of good stuff to come from that, on top of, again, LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku's Platinum equipment here. That is, at least, if not making him higher up, helping him to be a better unit than he once was. Then some stuff returning, you know, this could allude to a Zenkai, I guess, for one of these units, Barking, Great Saiyaman, Gohan returning, Red Vegito returning, Broly returning. I doubt this really does allude to it, just because of the simple idea that why would they not return, right? Like, we got a fusion, we got new players, we got a big festival. Like, they're going to return old stuff. Maybe not for a Zenkai, but just because, okay, these old players have them, sure, but these new players don't. If anything, they could have reset the events for the old players that already did this, me, myself included. But it is fine having these things return. No big deal. Daily sales if you guys buy those. And then, again, for new players, EXP, double, training, half, everything basically quicker to do and easier to do for all these players, right? On top of just some very quality of life good events like this Go For It Galactic Patrol. We usually get this just any time, right? Getting free 300cc energy skip tickets, always nice to see. And then again, just have a lot of nice stuff here that's pretty cool for us. Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta Zenkais returning. I think Blue Trunks and God Vegeta Zenkais also returned. All very good for Zenkais. Obviously, I would say the other two, Trunks and God Vegeta, are probably not as good as these two, but having them return in general to match the celebration of, okay, we just gave you a God and we just gave you a Trunks. Obviously, match that. If you don't pull them, Zenkai these guys. Same thing here. If you don't have, let's say, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, okay, well, here's Purple Super Saiyan 4 Goku. If you don't have, I mean, I don't even know what red they're trying to replace, but if you don't have a red Saiyan or GT unit, maybe Omega, I guess you could say, you didn't farm up, okay, here's Red Zenkai Vegeta, who, again, both are very good units. This is their third time returning on Zenkai banners. I do recommend, if nothing else, get Super Saiyan 4 Goku done. He will be in USTR shop relatively soon, in about a couple months, but if you really want to run like a peak setup of a GT team, he's pretty much on there as a sub option, and it's a very good sub option, obviously. But yeah, overall, Legends Festival did include a lot of nice things. I would say included a lot more nice things than negative things. The only negative, again, pertaining to PvP right here, which I know is the biggest aspect of the game, but I don't think they necessarily meant to do this to be this fucky. Boost information. Again, you look at it, featured units, 20% damage inflicted, 15% to pure damage inflicted, and defenses there. Then the Zenkai boosted units, 8%, so Super Vegito has an 8% boost right now. Yeah. They need to be here, but besides that, I do think this Legends Festival is a dub so far. I wouldn't say the negative of this outweighs everything they gave us, like Super Vegito Zenkai is crazy, Goku Vegeta, actually being hype as hell is crazy. Sword Hope Trunks is hype for a lot of people. That's crazy, right? Having a lot of units be good in this game is great, but unfortunately, they are getting overshadowed by some of these boost characters. I mean, at least in the high rank, right? Maybe if you're like top 5k, top 10k, you're not facing it, but me personally, it's going to be Goku Vegeta every fight, and that's just something you have to deal with in the high ranks. It's not necessarily Legends' fault, but to a degree, they didn't need to add this boost to these units. At least on this banner, I do think boost should just be stuck to the idea of, okay, maybe EXs only, or LFs get boost when they're below 3 stars, right? Because you could pity these Goku, Vegeta, Sword Hope Trunks if you really are down bad. I mean, you could pity fucking Broly and Zamasu if you're really down bad if you don't pull them in 40k CC, but besides that, they shouldn't be here. There should be a star requirement for boost to apply to units, but again, negating that effect, everything else they did give us is pretty nice. You know, Sab Goku not being the goated thing in the world. Come on, we just got Free-to-Play Rose, who was glitched on top of being great, and then Free-to-Play Kid Buu, who is still really good. I'm not shocked to be let down by this, and besides that, I mean, look at Super Vegito right next to him, right? There's one free-to-play option. There's essentially another one with Super Vegito being, again, free 1800 Z-Power. You pull him one time from these new banners. Okay, he's 7 stars. Go Z-Power him up, or Zenkai Power him up, and then boom, you're done. Like, a free Zenkai 7 LF is incredible value. I do think Legends Festival has been a big W so far. Again, gonna state this one more time. It does suck that the boost characters are these new LFs when they have this much Z-Power drop, and that's just going to be how it is. But besides that, I do think everything else they have done, very nice, giving us a new plat for Majin Buu Saga to prepare us, giving us the plat for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. While I think it is a little bit early, yes, I agree he was shit before it, and I don't think he's like Jesus incarnate after it. I do think it was a little bit early to give him that, you know. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, same thing, but Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was an anniversary unit, right? Like, they needed to fix him ASAP, right? Super Saiyan 4 Goku was the bait before anniversary, so fixing him probably shouldn't be something on their priority list. I would say maybe, I don't know, Awakening Super Vegito's plat should have been better, but let me know what you guys think of the Legends Festival Part 1, since it is, again, wrapping up pretty soon here. It is the 8th, and it will wrap up by the 22nd. Again, next week shouldn't be anything big. I doubt new units come. I just think Broly Chile, maybe another fucking Platinum equipment comes, but it doesn't seem like anything big is coming. USTR will update, so we'll get something added there. I think maybe Super 17 might be added there, but again, nothing big unit-wise, so I don't expect much to change from this overview of everything looking at the Legends Festival Part 1. But again, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it was a W or an L? I would say exceptional, except looking at this. Obviously, I'm pointing to the boost feature, right? Everything else was very good. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one, where we use the, maybe not the best team in the game, but unfairness. The video title will explain what this team is. You guys will see. And if you guys have this team, go try it out. It's not fair. And also, just to mention, while I'm not running like Zamasu bench, Merge Zamasu, triple Zenkai buff is actual practical. When you start doing quadruple Zenkai buffs and above that, there's a thing called diminishing return, so you're not getting basically as much bang for your buck. So if I have quadruple Zenkai buff, well, they're not going to actually give me this 200% stat increase to this purple Saiyan, right? No, diminishing return happens at about 150% to 160% of your ability bonus being that high. So once I hit a certain capped number that the game has internally, my Zenkai buffs aren't actually as strong. So in logical perspective, if I'm triple Zenkai buffing somebody, it's almost as efficient as a 5x Zenkai buff on somebody. It actually is as efficient, if not more efficient, because then I have better Z abilities for other units that I can use, kind of like got Goku here, giving that critical in HP, right? So those wondering why he's not there, that's why. Again, let me know what you guys think of Legends Festival Part 1, and I'll see you guys in the next one.